Yes, that's the intro. That's what we're going for. Anyways, I'm gonna start the funny game and have a funny time. There it is. Very good. Very good. Ah! Ah! Sorry, I just had to sit more comfortably. I can close this now. I can turn that up. Very good. Gaming. Transition. Wow. Right then, what happened last time? Oh yeah, we did the Angia's quest, chapter 2, and we did who else was it? Hikari, that's his name. That's the quests we did. Did I get any money from that? A little money. In that case, I want to check. No, there weren't a whole lot of things here, actually. I don't suppose I can just fight in the arena to gain more money. Can I? Enter the... I can? Hold up. Before I go in, I wanna... Can I actually buy other stuff? No. I cannot. But let's... Hello. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Hello. But you're pretty weak, though. I could just mug them. Wait, don't I have like a lot of trinkets to sell? Yes, I do. Fetches a price if sold. That's their only purpose, right? Sell. Pursuer of Hope. Contains Angia's savings for her journey. Fetches a fair price if sold. Hold up. I kind of want to keep that. I kind of want to keep it. The sword is useless. The spear is useless. This is terrible. Critical is nice, but don't really need it anymore. I have a better spear. Actually, I'll have 2 spears just to be safe. Dagger, that's terrible. Bronze knife, terrible. Needle dagger. The damage on this is awful. So we're gonna sell that. Then we have 2 knives, 2 axes, 2 bows. No, 3 bows. Now we have 2 bows. Staff of Judgment I'll keep. Pilgrim's Rod is terrible. Grey Shield, no. Small Shield, no. Wooden Shield, no. Oh, I had more of it. Buckler, no. That does give you slightly more defense. However, the health you get is worth more, so we're just gonna sell that. Sturdy shield, no, it's not worth it, no. Kite shield, no, awful. Round shield, no. Iron. Less evasion. Okay, that was that. Actually, let's go to... There we go. Helmet. Sell. 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 Yeah. The hood. That one too. Wait. Why does it say that? Oh, because I have a spare one. That's why. Okay, alright. Okay, now it makes sense. Now everything fits into place. Okay, in that case, we'll keep it that. Oh, I'm getting so much money from selling stuff. This is just what I needed. Apothecary attire, no. Robe, nope. Nope. Villager clothes, no. Tough waistcoat. Ah yes, the fur armor, which was good at the start, but is now not that great. Old armor, no. Guards armor. I think I'll keep it like that. I'll keep those. We'll keep the drugs. Anything I want to buy. I have the funny sword. I can do without the spear. No, I don't think I'll be needing that. Good shield, but I don't... Probably not. Probably not. Champion's garb. Nah. Nah, I think we're good. But I do want to check out... Hello. I can just enter the arena. Oh, can I even fight anyone? Hello. No, I can't. I can't fight anyone. Oh, that's a shame. I thought I could fight for more money. But I guess dreams had to be crushed. Okay, anyway. My original plan was to do Oswald's quest. So let me just rest up, then we'll save. Because I don't want to go through... selling all of the items again. Hello. Steal. Antique coin? No, not really. Hello. Yoink, yoink.
I'll take it.
What is your side quest? Do you by any chance have an interest in the mysterious octopus-esque creatures known as octopuffs? A little bit. I always thought them to be a new subspecies of octopus, but they may well be entirely different. I should settle... I should like to settle the matter once and for all, but my research has stalled due to lack of funds. Surely someone out there would be willing to finance my research. So we need to find a sponsor for that guy. Interesting. Okay. What I also would kinda want to do is level up the merchant man. Because, you know, he's the easy way to get money. It's the easy way to get money. So maybe do that first before Oswald. What level is his Yeah, you have your other quests. Right, you have your side quests to earn money. Level 18, okay. Well, he's definitely not level 18. And I haven't even done his original quest, not that I really care to. I really can't be bothered. So, let's do the Sense of Commerce then. And see if that would level him up. Hello, my traveler. Change party. Casti? Yeah. I guess Casti is the most flexible one. Let me switch him like that. So the last one here is the most flexible one. Sorry, Casti. Equipment. Casti. Optimize. No, we're just gonna remove everything. There we go. Oh yeah, there's a button to unequip all from you. I'm dumb. Here, optimize. You can have some stuff. Protective earring, I guess. And have another protective earring. Yeah, you really need to level up. I'll give him the job of a warrior, cleric, dancer, scholar, apothecary. Maybe apothecary? But I think I'll start with inventor. Because that just gives you a lot of free abilities. Especially this one. Okay. Wait, one more thing. Optimize a little more. Very good. Okay. Let's do the scent of commerce and level you up. Where would I want to start? Oh yeah, I should probably do that as well. The joint quest. All right, fine. We'll do this. You had business here? Yeah. Dancer and Warrior Part 1. I don't want to be too high leveled, but then again, I am pretty much already too high leveled. Continue the tale? Why not?
Hey, Hikari. You hear that?
Yeah, it's music.
What a pleasant sound. I could listen to it all day.
That's a lute, an instrument well loved in Ku.
And she's gonna start dancing, isn't she?
That song was beautiful.
It's been too long since I've heard the melodies of a lute in the air.
Okay.
Far and wide, people speak of me in awe. Today, tomorrow, and the day after that. They call me Yomi of 1,000 tones.
That seems a bit excessive, but okay.
What a name! I've traveled to every corner of this world, taking in my fill of its music along the way.
Good for you.
I have a song for every occasion, every place, every person.
I should,
You've piqued my interest.
hold up. I'm gonna raise the volume a little bit.
Let's have one then.
Okay.
What?
Okay, that might have been too much. Okay, there we go.
Gladly, provided you have the coin. My 1,000 tones were mastered at great effort, after all.
Yeah, I have money. I don't want to spend any of it on you, though.
You have money, right, Hikari?
Yeah, okay, alright. He's upset. Oh, do I need to bribe? Oh, we need to bribe them. Okie dokie. How expensive? 800? That's fine.
Will this do? Is this enough, Lady Yomi?
Of course.
Of course.
This shall buy you a song.
Wonderful.
One that will fit you as well as your finest kimono. However,
What do you want?
I require time to make ready. Return to me tomorrow eve, and you shall have what you paid for.
No, that's a scam. That's a scam.
Behind every great show is hours of preparation.
This is a scam. She's gonna
Just
run
so.
away.
Now gird your hearts, for
she's-
tomorrow
no.
they shall be moved as they never have been before.
This is a scam. She's gonna run away with the money. Wait until the following night. Yeah, you're gonna. She's gone, isn't she? Well, we gotta wait for there. Whoa, hello. Who are you? You're really switched up. If you're the same person.
Welcome, welcome. My
Oh.
audience of 2 has arrived.
Oh, okay. You didn't run off with the money.
Now, listen well and be carried away by my 1,000 tones.
Something seems different about her, doesn't it?
Very.
Yes. It appears she's already spent our payment on those fine clothes.
Alas, I must apologize, for I cannot carry you away just yet. I've come into a spot of trouble, you see.
Uh-huh.
You have?
Look here. The string of my lute has frayed. Without replacements, I fear.
I see what's
That our
going on
song
here.
will have to wait.
Indeed. It is tantamount to asking a soldier to charge into battle with a broken sword.
Okay, alright.
We wouldn't want that happening.
If I recall, lute strings are made from the hair of a horse's tail, yes?
Yes?
Indeed, there is but one man nearby with the means to help, but he is not one to offer his aid lightly.
Something tells me he's
You'll
in
have
on the
no
scam.
truck with a wanderer such as I. He scarcely acknowledges my existence.
Something tells me that the dude
Reminds
with
me
the
of
horse is in
Papa.
on the scam.
Then maybe you can help him see reason. Can I count on you?
You don't need to ask. I'll see what I can do.
Uh-huh. We're committing crime for another lady. That's great. Hello. Give me your stuff. Great. That's great. Here you go.
Will this work, Yomi?
Oh, I believe it will. This is finer than I could have imagined.
I don't believe you.
I see you too can move the hearts of others.
Uh-huh. Sure.
You might be right about that.
With this, I can craft a string worthy of
But
my
you'll
skill.
have to wait till tomorrow.
However, I fear the moment is not ripe for such a performance. Come again tomorrow, and I promise that my melody shall lift you to the heavens.
Listen, we've already wasted a whole day
Somehow I'm
staying
not
here.
Surprised.
Yeah, Hikari is starting to get
The
it.
wait will make the music sound all the sweeter. Be patient, Hikari.
And you're just too
If you
nice.
insist. You're generous with the benefit of the doubt, I see.
Yeah, Hikari said the same thing. We're on the same page here. I like him. Oh, we have to be down there? What? Oh, are we gonna, like, find out that she's trying to, like, run away or something? Oh, no, we're just gonna stand up here all having a moment.
There she is.
Oh, welcome, my honored patrons.
We were looking for you. Do you ever stay in the same spot?
My sincerest apologies for the trouble.
Okay.
However, I had no choice but to go where I could best drink in the beauty of tonight's moon.
Isn't that great? How about our song? Ah, very bright. Also, the moon is very close.
You're right. It's enchanting.
That's going to crash into the planet any day now.
I wanted its dulcet rays to alight upon my lute as I played your song.
Actually, wouldn't it be too close to the Earth to be actually be reflecting any sunlight?
String and garb equal to the occasion.
I don't know how the moon
All thanks
works.
to you, my most honored audience of 2.
I hope this is worth the trouble.
But that's not...
It will be, I assure you. Now, listen.
Uh-huh. Don't break it. Yeah, it would be nice if you sang the lyrics. This is cool and all, but we have like a whole revenge theme going on, so we're kind of in a hurry.
I've never heard such a song before.
Uh-huh.
I was moved, but somehow
It wasn't worth
I
it.
feel so sad.
Yeah, because it was a scam.
By the light of the heart, a favorite of mine.
Yeah, good for you.
The clothes, the strings, the moon, they must be just so. It is the only way to perform this song correctly.
Yomi, why did you choose this song to play for us?
Because you're rich! You have money! Pay me more!
I've heard it before. I had a friend who would often play the lute for me. She always struck warm tones to match the warmth in her heart. Her name was Tsuki.
Oh yeah, the one that is no longer...
Was?
Yeah, was. She's
But
dead.
you played the song much differently than she did.
The lady you
Painted
speak
it
of
with
is very
melancholy.
dead.
Well then, our business is concluded. I shall take my leave.
Was that the quest? Was that it? That was it? So ends Dancer and the Warrior Part 1. Oh, oh, okay. It's not an actual quest. It's just a funny interaction. Cool. We go here and do the Scent of Commerce. We're gonna make some money!
Huh? The emblem drawn on that cart. He can't be.
It can.
Is that the crest of the legendary merchant Masood?
Who now?
Come to think of it, he was supposed to hail from around these parts. Masood, the merchant who walked the entirety of both the eastern and western continents.
Uh-huh.
Every merchant worth their salt would give a left kidney to read the chronicles he penned of his travels. The Mercantile Manuscript.
Never heard of him.
To think I'd have the chance to meet him in a place like this. I need to take a gander at that Mercantile Manuscript.
Yeah, you need to solve... You're on a quest to solve poverty. Is locked. Unfortunate.
Who are you?
I'm the money man.
Howdy, you're the legendary merchant Masood, ain't you? Oh, there's something I'm dying to ask you.
It's polite to introduce oneself before shouting questions at strangers, you know.
Is it?
Oh, pardon me. Particio, at your service. I'm a merchant.
And he doesn't care.
So? What does Particio the merchant want with a retired old man like me?
I want your money.
Oh, I've heard stories about you ever since I was a chickadee. Like that time you struck a deal with that horde of bandits, or when you saved that little kingdom in the west from famine. Oh yeah, and when you scuffled with the royal family? That story stuck in my old noggin.
I asked you what you wanted with me. A merchant should know how to get to the point.
He's just being friendly.
Yeah, right again. Sorry, got carried away. I'll cut to the chase.
I want your money.
Let me read that chronicle you penned. The Mercantile Manuscript.
No. Now leave.
Okay, bye-bye.
Huh?
Don't make me repeat myself. I have no obligation nor reason to let a nobody like you anywhere near it.
Nobody? Now listen here, that's hurtful.
Quite.
Besides, even a nobody's got a nobody's pride. And if I may toot my own horn, I've got some merchant chops to my name.
Oh, you do you? Then I'll give you a test.
Oh?
Prove your worth to me, oh nobody of supposed talent.
This is what I'm talking about. You got yourself a deal, fella.
Or what? Do I have to, like, buy a
Good.
certain item for a certain price?
As a merchant, there's one treasure I value above all else.
Money.
Bring it to me.
Huh?
If you profess to be a merchant, the answer should be obvious.
Give me money.
Of course, if you think this test unfair, you could just give...
Interesting. I always stock whatever it is my customer's looking for. That's my merchant's creed.
Ah, instead of Assassin's Creed.
I promise. I'll figure out what your treasure is, fella, and bring it right here to you.
If only we had
I'd very much like
some
to see you
characters
try.
that could ask of... that could ask you what you like and stuff. Oh.
The legendary Masood's treasure, huh? I'll need to start by looking for clues. Maybe someone around town knows a thing or two about it.
Uh-huh.
Time to gather information.
Yup. Gather information. What can you even do, my guy? Purchase. A loot? That's expensive though. What? It does have a quest item thing to it, so maybe, but I don't know. That's expensive. Why can't I just mug him? Curious antique for 16,000. 1,000. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Can I, like, inquire about what you want? No.
As a merchant, bring it to me.
What would a merchant want? This thing has a quest item to it, but I don't know. I don't know if that's the quest I'm looking for. Oh, hey, man. I'm happy to be of service whenever I can. Haha. Yeah. Hello. Wait. What was your name again? What was your name again?
As a merchant.
Yes! I found it! I found your treasure! I found it! Hello! Your father taught you that you should all treasure yourself? Yeah, that's nice. Are you gonna leave? No. Higher. Change time. No, I can't make... Alright. Well, whatever. Come here.
Let's get to work.
Alright, I'll follow you. Oh, this had better be worth it. I found it. Found it. There you go.
As promised, I brought you your treasure, Masood.
You did you? Show me.
It's right here. What are you talking about?
Your greatest treasure is her, your daughter.
If you don't say she's your greatest treasure, you're a very bad dad.
Incorrect. Try again.
What?
What?
It is true that many value their family above any jewel or gem.
And you don't?
But that is not the answer that I am seeking for this particular test. Better luck next time.
Dude. And you seem like you expected this. Can you give me a hint?
Tarnation. I was sure I had it.
What is this test that father gave you?
Huh?
Yeah, we know this.
Ah, what father meant wasn't his treasure in particular, but what a merchant treasures most.
What a merchant? That's money!
What you treasure most as a merchant isn't leaves or sundries, right?
No, it's most definitely money.
Merchant's treasure.
That's all the hints you'll get from me. Good luck.
Thank you, but what? Well, I just
What
lost
did I
1,000
treasure as a
money.
merchant? Like she said, not leaves or sundries, that's for sure.
Is it time?
That's it. My greatest treasure is me.
Oh, what? No, that's
In which
not
case,
what I...
Masood must feel the same way, too. It's worth a shot, anyhow.
So it was correct to hire the daughter? Did she return? No, she's gone now. Excuse me, I'm just gonna raid this box here. Okay, it was useless. Hello. Hire this person? Receive 20% off purchases. 20%! Well, how does Particio work now again? Like, do you gain the skills like Hikari, or how do you work? Collect money from a single foe. Deal fire-based damage to a single foe. Grant 1 boost point. Interesting. Dodge 1 physical attack with a 100% success rate. That's pretty good. Pay money to summon hired help to the battlefield. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Eh. One moment. Ooh, no momento. Okay, very good. Okay. Alright. What was I? Right. Doesn't have any useful stuff, really. Well... Wait, do I have to... Do I have to buy you? I'm going to... Ah, that's fine. I'll success. Get it. No, I'm gonna try again. Hello, Icy. Sorry, I lost your step. No, that's fine. How have I failed this many a times in a row? Once a famed merchant traversed both continents in the time of the... So it was no small feat to visit all 8 regions. His efforts earned him repute of a great merchant, but he lost much in the process. Found the name of the guy? I think he was also a victim. Found the name of the guy? What? Well, better do.
You want to hire me? What is the meaning of this insult, Mr. Nobody?
I've figured out your treasure, fella. It's you, yourself.
Sky KV.
You asked me to find the treasure you value most as a merchant. I figure every merchant's got one treasure they set store by above all else. Connections they've built, book learning, and experience. All these things are far more valuable than any material object, leaves included. Or am I wrong?
Did I get it? Did I get it? Did I win?
Correct. I'm surprised you got it.
Oh, great. Let's go.
Of course I did. My greatest treasure's the same as yours, after all. Besides, your daughter gave me a friendly push in the right direction.
Maybe you're gonna go
If I
eat?
couldn't
That's
find
alright.
the answer after all that, I'd have no right to call myself a merchant.
I am honestly astonished that there are still merchants in this world who know how to see to the heart of matters. There have been dozens like you who have come here seeking my mercantile manuscript.
Oh?
Every one of them failed this test and went home empty-handed.
But I succeeded, so give me the
I
thing.
started to think the world had gone dull since I retired. Here. Take it.
Let's go!
What's this?
The key to the archive in which I placed my mercantile manuscript. Read to your heart's content.
So, will everything
You
be,
sure it's
like,
all
less
right?
expensive now? That would be nice.
I've grown old. I don't have much time left. When I pass, so too will my greatest treasure, correct?
Yes.
So I might as well pass on a part of that treasure to you, Particio the merchant. the sum treasure of those who came before you.
You got it, fella. Thank you.
You can now pursue the mercantile manuscript in the archives. The records are full of information documented by Masud. You never know what knowledge you may glean about items, equipment, and more. History of Hinoema. Southwest of Solistia, there's a... Southwest Solistia, where the desert sand stretches as far as the eye can see, and yet hidden among the barren dunes is an oasis. A strip of semi-arid terrain running north and south along the riverlands. Here the soil is fertile, and barley and corn can be grown in relative abundance. I can't read. Countless wars have been waged over the water and resources of this region, and not a few kingdoms have risen and fallen in this place over the centuries. It is also here that legends of priestess Hinoe Kagura, the conjurer goddess, have survived and been passed down. It is in these tales that this land its name, Hinoeuma. I probably did not say that correctly. In the eye of the desert sits Sai, a fortress city once known as the Orchi Bastion. Once held by the forces of U, it was taken by Ku 2 decades ago. Northwest of this can be found Ryu, a well-known traveler stop where information from all across the world eventually settles. One might be surprised that so many blisteringly short names like Ku and U are common to the desert regions. Locals say the propensity for brevity is the longer the mouth flaps, the more sand finds its way in. But the truth of the matter is unknown. What do I learn from that? I'm not gonna read all of this. Like, give me like an item that says Harborlands. Like, is this like a bunch of secrets and like funny places I can go? I'm not gonna read all of this. The outer continent. The farthest edges of the four corners of Solistia are detailed on no maps, called the outer continent. The reason why these vast stretches remain unexplored are many. Impassably high mountains and deadly currents, to name a few. Of course, in my opinion, it is less the difficulty of the task and more indolence that has left these areas uncharted. To think about it for a moment, Ku is at war with some unnamed kingdom, or kingdoms, to its south. Immigrants from some unknown eastern locale walk the streets of New Delsta. Fruit from the west and textiles from the north are smuggled into our lands with abandon. The unknown is a place of magical appeal to me. What sights are there to be seen across the horizon? What strange music, what surprising smells, what fascinating spices and cuisine to tempt the taste buds. All of these draw my curiosity, but more than that, all offer unimaginable opportunities for a merchant with business savvy and a healthy wanderlust. I hope the leaders of our lands move quickly to pen maps of these mysterious lands in the outer continent. Outer continent. A poor name for a universe of possibility. We are prisoners in a tiny cave called Solistia, satisfied by shadows cast by a light that streams in from outside the walls which confine us. That's nice and all, but what? Is it all the same? History of grape and plums. Will these things make sense? Does any of this make sense? Nut cultivation. A little up. However, not all nuts are created equal. That's a great quote. Scholars have classified this as rare. Commodity. I don't get anything from reading any of these though. What did you miss? I did the side quest with the dancer and the warrior, which was not really a side quest. It was mostly a funny interaction. I didn't really do anything other than spend 800 money. And so they paid this musician to play music. They said they would prepare, wait till the next night. She has new clothes. We get suspicious that she spent the money to make herself fancy. So expected it to be a scam, but it wasn't. Because and next she says, "Oh, my instrument is broken. I need a horsetail hair." And so I fix that. She fixes her instrument, and the night after that, she plays the music, and they have some dialogue, and that's it. And now, more recently, I did the side quest with the merchant, which made me pay like 6,000 money to do the quest. And now I have access to this. To this library that doesn't really make sense. All about octopuffs. Wait a minute. I found a guy. I remember a guy that wanted to. Hello. Can I not guide you? Hold on. So I got lured. Yeah, that's basically what happened. 31%? Yeah, that's not happening. So I got lore and spent some stupid money. Was it worth it? I wanted to see what the commerce thing was. I thought I would get paid from doing it, but not really. Not really. He did have a funny merchant's talent, this dude, though. There it is. His price is even higher now! So first I paid 1,000 to get basically get information about what he wanted to do the quest. Then I had to pay him 5,000 because I had to hire him because the only merchant's treasure is yourself, your knowledge and experience. So I wasted even more money there. And now he wants 9,600. Worth? No. I mean, in the end, like, if I get like a stupid amount of money at the end of all the quests or whatever, maybe. But I don't know if I can be bothered to do that. So, let's just go put him back in the tavern. Equipment, you unequip all. Change party. There we go. Then equipment again. You will optimize everyone actually. And you will have protective earring and protective earring. Perfect. Okay, so I just wasted like half of my money to do a stupid quest that didn't give me anything in return. Or maybe it did, and I just didn't read it, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Mug this person. I mean, I would like to. Oh, free. Strong axe. Free items. Oh yeah, I need to give you the job again. There we go. So what do? Now I want to do the quests. I want to do quests. Because that was what I actually wanted to do. I wanted to do Oswald's quest. Because, you know, we're level 18. So it seems a good a time as any. You need to be level 20. Not too far off, actually. What's the next one? Up here. 24. Wait, what? Do you have 2 quests? I guess there's no real order to where Casti can go. She can go wherever she wanted to. Yeah, both are technically chapter 2. That unexpected. And you're in Wellgrove, which is 26. Yeah, so I'm gonna go do Oswald's quest. Home sweet home. Gotta. Where's the tavern? Where's the tavern? Wonderful. I would like to hear a tale. Yes, please. Got a bunch of lint again.
Conning Creek. All I had was right here. And in the blink of an eye, it was taken from me. Harvey.
I shall have my revenge on you!
I don't think you should be standing in the middle of the marketplace
Where
just
is he
screaming at the top of your lungs. Have I tried lint?
I've no idea where he
nope.
went after the fire. Perhaps there's some trace of him where my home once stood.
Dude, that was
And
5 years
matter
ago.
weighs heavily on my mind. Right then, to work.
Kids, ignore the angry old man. Travel banter! Let's go! Oswald, did they feed you well in prison? I'd rather not think about it. They muzzled me. Then how did you eat? I tore the bread up into little pieces and shoved it through a tiny hole in the thing. That sounds horrible. Must have been tough not being able to talk. You couldn't even sing. What a nightmare. I don't sing. Well, seeing as I don't sing normally, that part wasn't a great loss. I like Oswald. I like him. Outskirts. Are we gonna visit wife's grave? Nope, we're gonna skip right past that and go straight for the house. Which I've already been to. Hold on. There was a box down back there. I'll take it later.
My home.
Oh yeah.
5 years ago, it was reduced to ash. I ventured into the nearby forest to be alone with my thoughts. It was part of my daily routine. A bad habit. When I returned, everything was gone. I
And
was
that's why you
seized
shouldn't
by
have
the town
bad habits.
guards, and haven't been back since.
Oh, flashback. Hello, wife.
Welcome home, my dear. I see the conference was a rousing success.
Yes, we now
Indeed.
have more money.
Forgive me for being away so long.
Welcome home, Papa.
Aren't you
Helena,
sweet?
my dear.
Aren't you tired? Let me take your things.
Very heavy bag.
They're a bit heavy for you yet, but I appreciate the offer. Here, take this instead.
What a pretty pen. Thank you, Papa.
I searched all over, and I'm sorry to say I found nothing better to give you.
Come now. When else can you bury yourself in your studies if not at a conference?
Mm-hmm.
Come, Elena. There is math to teach you.
Yes! Math! Yay!
Oh, you too.
The kid wants to learn math?
Aren't you forgetting something?
Am I?
Am I?
You didn't say I'm home yet.
Oh, that's so
I'm
sweet.
home.
Oh.
It's so quiet now.
I'm
Time
home.
to search for clues.
Oh.
Harvey and I both sought the one true magic. He wanted my research, no doubt, which would lead him to my study.
And it suddenly got depressing. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, that's a nice little family. He had the good life. And then snap back to reality. Man. That was a good item. Man, yeah, okay. Oh, was I supposed to go this way? Yes, I was. What is the... What? This is where your study was? It's basically untouched.
As I suspected, my study is intact.
Man's rich. This is his
And what's
drug
He's
lab.
stolen every last one of my formulae. Were they ordinary spells, I would not miss them. The one true magic, however, requires vastly more complicated calculations.
Ah, yes, math.
I built those equations myself. All but the last missing piece.
Yeah, and thinking as it has been
Harvey,
5
however,
years,
took a
he's
different
probably very
approach.
close to finding the one true magic.
So why did he want my formulae?
You there. Who are you?
I own the place. Leave. Who are you?
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, I'm
Lady Clarissa, my assistant.
going to kill you if you
It's
say
been
anything.
quite some time. It is I, Oswald.
Yeah, could look worse, I guess.
Have you looked after the study during my prolonged absence?
What an assistant.
Oswald? You? What a fanciful tale. Oswald is locked away on Frigid Isle.
Not anymore.
No, I am here. I have escaped, as you can see.
What proof have you?
You think me an imposter?
Sus!
Rather figure,
Imposter!
but that is
Among
not
Us! Anyway, I'm sorry.
The research gathered here is a pile of riches to the people of this town. There are ruffians who would go so far as to impersonate Oswald if it meant stealing his work.
What? He
What
actually was
peculiar
rich?
reasoning.
One cannot arrive at the truth without considering every possibility. That is what the Oswald I know told me. Now. The real Oswald would know how to withstand my magic. And so the result of this duel shall determine whether you be true or not.
I cast counterspell!
My dear assistant. You never were the type to let go of a pet theory. Very well. I have no choice but to help you test your hypothesis. And give you your answer.
Ooh, we're gonna mug him.
Neither
Ooh,
of
we're
us
gonna
is willing to back down.
Why? You're
Prepare
tall all of a
yourself.
sudden. And we are not. I don't know why my party members are here. That seems like very counteractive, but hey, alright.
Allow me.
I need a plan.
I am going to analyze.
Let me look at you.
Nice.
What to do, what to do.
Okay. I can't really do anything about that.
I've made my choice.
It's my turn now.
My turn.
You did it, Hikari.
Okie dokie. Yeah, we're going to give a... I don't know. How damaged are you actually? Not too much. I can give a... elemental attack buff.
Peacock strut.
That's a help. Now then.
And then you will simply advanced magic.
Calculations complete.
Here I go.
Can you like reduce armor? No, that was a thief thing. That was a thief thing. You're right. You're right. Okay. Yeah, just hit him. Oh, that wasn't a whole lot.
What to do? No mercy, only pain. I have a talent for making do.
Inflicts random slightly negative status effect. No, we're going to... Yeah, we can do some light damage.
Naughty deeds are my bitter medicine.
My turn.
How about...
I'll end this.
Thinking. Calculation in pursuit
I
of
think you're very
knowledge.
dead, aren't you? No? What?
Reduce them to ash.
You're very health... Oh, never mind. Now it's running out. Okay.
You won't want to miss this. Forgive me.
You didn't die! How much health do you have?
I need a plan.
Okay, that was pretty bad, not gonna lie.
I call upon the
You
miracle
have
of
healing hands.
Prepare yourself. Allow me.
Here I go.
I mean...
Success is built on a foundation of failure.
Here I come.
Strike.
Time to strike.
My turn.
Attack him.
It's my turn.
Attack him. Oh, you were real low.
Thank you.
Resistant nut.
Magnificent.
Are you satisfied?
Such power. Yes, you could be none other. Welcome back, Oswald.
Thank you. I hope I haven't injured you.
If that were enough to exhaust me, I would have no choice but to forfeit my position as your assistant.
What?
I have always believed you were innocent, you know.
Really? You were on the
Oh.
good... You're on
On
my
the
side?
grounds.
On the grounds that you are who you are.
On the grounds that who would,
I'm afraid I don't
in the
follow.
right mind, burned their own house down with
I
their
am
family
delighted to see you
inside.
still take things far too seriously. So, why have you returned?
To
Revenge.
search for Harvey. I see he left no trace here.
Do you have any clue?
Harvey.
Yup.
You, Oswald, were the only scholar of magic present at the scene. That was the justification provided for the guilty verdict.
But wasn't Harvey also
Yet there
there
Harvey was.
before the guards
standing
show up?
before
So
me
how would
while
the
everything
guards know?
burned. And still they insist he was not there. So I must also suspect the guard unit that restrained me. I shall investigate their ties to Harvey.
All right, that's fair.
Your
I guess.
husband was a guard, yes? Might he know anything?
Oh, he's dead.
No, I'm afraid not, Oswald.
He's very dead, isn't he?
Then I shall ask the townsfolk.
We're gonna mug him.
What will you do once you've investigated this case?
I will kill Harvey. Okay? I'm gonna kill him. As slowly and as painful I can imagine. It might not have been personal to him, but he made it personal to me. Hello.
Well now.
Young man. Nope, couldn't be you. We just. Wait, what? What was that? Was it Captain Star Wars doing? Cast down, he acts like he's owned the whole town. Who? Captain Stenvar. Okay. Not you. Guard.
Well now.
Member of the guard who is always fuming about something dissatisfied with his current position in his role. His conduct screaming for work more suited to his abilities. He rates himself very highly, but has little actual ability. Hidden item. Where? In the house? Yes, in the house. Oh, you minimap. Oh yeah! Right, I don't have to talk to everybody. Right, hello.
What's this?
Brought to this town for marriage some years ago. Her ability to extract worthwhile information from in the most everyday gossip has led to a profitable career selling what she knows to an information broker. A man named Stenvar has been in charge of his town's guards for a few years now, but no one has kind words to say about him. I heard he has a little secret ties to some strange scholars. Supposedly he saw the two meeting before the incident 5 years ago. Okay. Have you seen the ruins on the east side of town? There used to be a house there, but it burnt down. The guards investigated the incident only for a few days before calling it quits. You think that at least a couple of weeks before the bottom of something horrible. I don't even have to interrogate him.
As I thought, the guards are my best lead.
Yup, Captain
It
Stenvar.
was Stenvar, their captain, who ordered me investigated. It is my understanding he had a clandestine meeting with Harvey before the incident.
Something tells me we gotta kill him.
He ought to still be at the guard's main outpost. I shall seek him out.
Oh, we're gonna kill. Hello, assistant. You didn't bring the guards, did you?
Lady Clarissa.
You aim to have your revenge. Is that it?
Wasn't that obvious?
Do you remember my husband?
No.
Ethan? How could I forget him? He referred you to me.
He passed away not long after the incident.
Oh boy.
He washed up in the harbor. They claim he took his own life.
Something tells me he didn't.
He'd no reason to do such a thing. and the guards never investigated further.
Man, this place is corrupt. I don't
Before the
understand why
incident?
people live here.
Well, it felt like he knew something.
Then will you not investigate his death?
Nothing begets nothing. Those are your words.
They were?
Revenge is nothing, Oswald. It is empty and hollow.
Even so, I must go.
Yeah, we're like a... do as I say, not as I do. Okay?
Stenvar, captain of the guard. I must go to the outpost at which he's been stationed.
How about we, like, you know, kill most of the guards? Not all of them. I assume some of them are pretty decent. They can't all be terrible, right? Okay, this might... we could encounter some trouble here, since they are...
Now it begins.
They are actually level appropriate.
Allow me. You've been exposed.
Oh.
I need a plan. Pierce them. Winds of
It was not ice.
Here I go. I've made my choice. Now.
Thank you, Casti!
Dancer skills, lion dance on Hikari.
Lion dance!
So we get more mana. Very good.
My turn.
Yeah, we're just gonna simply boost for the arrow volley. We don't have any like other area attacks that are good. No, not really.
How's this? Who's next? For the pride of Ku.
Okay, yeah, that works. I did not expect them to die that quickly. Guard's armor. It is not better than what I have. Okie dokie.
You are a poison that must be purged.
Whoa, okay.
Time to shine! This is what it means to be a star! Forgive me!
Here I come.
You're gonna test the waters a little bit.
I need a
Okay,
plan.
never mind. You are going to analyze this enemy.
Let me look at you.
Staff. They have no elemental weakness. That's annoying.
I've made my choice.
Here I come.
Sure, let's try arrow
How's
again.
this? Time to strike.
It was arrow!
Excellent work,
Okay.
Hikari.
You don't have any buffing things, do you? You have this.
Axe attack.
Oh, that was terrible damage.
Fire. You're finished. I've gained
But it was just
valuable
enough.
insight.
Any more boxes here? Nope. Yes. Duel. I've sadly been playing Master Duel. Oh no. Oh no. I haven't been playing. I actually told myself,
my next
no,
patient?
Doji, you don't need to complete the battle pass. And what a nice
My turn.
decision it was.
My blood boils.
It was very worth it.
You've been exposed.
Now then.
Thinking
You missed,
time.
stupid. We're going to analyze.
Let me look at you.
Well,
So how's Master Duel? I'm mostly just prepping for when the ninja support comes to Master Duel. Because you want to build that. Well, if the I don't know when I would play Master Duel again. I really don't know.
I need a plan. Strike them down. A week.
Fine. It's over. I still have much to learn.
I don't know. I don't know. Which way am I supposed to go? Down or up? I'm assuming. Yeah. Okay. Good. I got the box. Guards hat. Maybe for when super heavy stuff comes out. Super heavy samurai. Should I build super heavy samurai? I know that one of the cards is named Shuten Doji. Yep. Yeah, that's getting support in the future. So super heavy samurai is gonna be good or playable, because I do like synchros, and one of the cards has my name in it. 4 cards or something? Yes. Still. Haven't read the cards, so I don't know. Well, I
shall be your opponent.
I know, like, there's this one tuner that can synchro, that uses an opponent's monster for a synchro summon. That's a pretty funny card. Want the page? Yeah, I can take a link. Let's try sword.
I've made my choice.
It was not on sword.
Prepare
on
yourself.
that. Is it spear? Yes, it is.
Time to shine.
You're gonna dance.
Forgive me now.
Here goes.
Scholar fire.
All according to plan.
You never.
Apothecary. Cleave.
How's
Arrow.
this? Who's next?
Ooh.
For the pride of Ku.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro new super heavy samurai. Oh, I want to go there. How do I get there? How do I go there? How do I... Is there a way?
Are you my next patient?
It's actually 7 cards.
My turn.
I'm gonna flee. Oh, come on.
Now then.
Fine, I guess I'll kill you.
Strike them down. All according to plan.
Fine work, Oswald. It's over.
Time to yeah.
Let's restore some mana.
Lion dance.
Many thanks.
Well now. I've made my choice.
Oh, that's decent damage.
Prepare.
That's not too bad.
How's this? Good. I still have much to learn.
Okay, before I forget, oh, hey, more skills. Who can learn it? You can. Let's... Dagger. Curious effect to occur 1 time. Let's take the dagger dance. Hard worker. What does that do? Receive additional job points! I need that. Elemental... Yeah, you'll keep the... More easily evade enemy attacks. I think we'll skip that one. Okay, let's take a little break to look at funny card game Link. Very bright, thank you. Where is... There it is. Much better. Super Ever Samurai Bike Q. Level 2 Earth Tuner. You can only use the effect of this card once per turn. I assume in English it's going to be you can only use the effect of Bike Q once per turn. Because that's how balancing works. Oh, he has 2 effects. You can only use one of the effects. If there's no spell trap in your graveyard, which is all the time, you can discard this card. Add 1 super heavy samurai monster from your deck to your hand, except by Q. Hey! Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, that's real good. Once per turn, you can target a machine monster you control increases level by 2. That's situational, I guess. But searching any super heavy samurai monster, which is any card in the deck, that's so good. Obviously, you play 3 of this. Gaia Booster, level 4. You can only use the effect, you can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. Oh, is that how it is? Oh, okay. That's how, that's weird wording, but okay. You can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. During your main phase, you can target a super heavy samurai you control. Equip this card in your hand or field to it. The equipped monster is treated as a tuner. Okay, so it's like a Torqueue tune gear. If there are no spell traps in the graveyard and this card is currently equipped to a monster, you can special summon this card. It's a free summon! It's a free summon! That's a good card. Super Heavy Samurai on 32. Level 1 machine. You can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. If there are no spell traps in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. It's free. You can only special summon on 32 this way once per turn. That's fair. If there are no spell traps in the graveyard, quick effect, you can tribute this card. Target 1 spell trap in your opponent's graveyard. Set it to your field, but banish it when it leaves the field. That is funny. That is funny. That is a funny... Oh, yeah, they have pendulum monsters. That is a funny effect. Super Heavy Warrior Priest. I assume the text will say that this monster always counts as a Super Heavy Samurai. Super Heavy Warrior Priest Big Benkei. It's a play on words from the regular Benkei, but it's spelled differently. Level 8 Earth. You can only use the pendulum effect of this card once per turn. If you control a... is this the pendulum effect? I'm assuming this is the pendulum effect. If you control a Super Heavy Samurai monster, you can add a Super Heavy Samurai monster from your deck to your hand. That's pretty good. You play 3 of that, probably. If this card is treated as a Super... Oh, there it is. There it is. You can only use the effect of... the first and second effect of this card once per turn. There are no spell traps in your graveyard. You can send a Super Heavy Samurai Warrior Priest Big Benkei from your hand to your deck. Wait, what? So you send another copy of itself from the deck to the graveyard, and if you do special summon this card from your hand. Interesting. If this card is used as a synchro material and sent face up to the extra deck, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. Oh, okay. Alright, okay. Level 4 Dark. It's not Earth? Pendulum effect. Are they actually going to make it so that... Oh my god. I knew that Super Heavy Samurai always had like one pendulum monster. I think they have like one pendulum monster, but now they're just getting enough to actually pendulum summon. What? Use the effect of this card once per turn. If there are no spell traps in your grave, you can place a Super Heavy Samurai pendulum monster from your deck in your pendulum zone. Oh, so you only need this one to set the scales. Oh, then special summon this card? Interesting. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You put this in the scale, you activate it, to place Benkei in the scale. You summon this, then you use Benkei to search whatever, and then you just pop off. That's one card, and you get so much stuff. That's pretty good for Super Heavy Samurai. That is. Yeah. This card is yeah. You can only use the effects of this card once per turn. If there are no spell traps, you can discard a monster, special summon a Super Heavy Samurai from your hand or deck in defense. Special summon any. What? This card is so good. You set the scale, search, place this, it summons itself. You can search from this and itself. That's 2 searches. This card is so far +3. Oh wait, no, you have to throw a card. Still, that's so much value. And you play 3 of that, definitely. This card is used as synchro material. Place this in your pendulum zone. Yeah, man, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, synchro monster time. Divine General Shana O. You can use the pendulum effect of this card once per turn. When your opponent monster declares an attack, you can special summon this card. Then, if there are no spell traps in your graveyard, you can make the opponent's monster's attack become 0. And if you do this, its effects are negated permanently. Permanently. If this translation is correct, there is no this turn. But maybe that'll change because, you know, when will people ever have fun? But that's the pendulum effect. You need to get this in the actual scale first. This card can attack while in face-up defense. Yeah. During either battle phase, when you control this synchro monster, quick effect, you can special summon some super heavy samurai monster from your graveyard or face-up spell trap zone, then place this card in your pendulum zone. Oh, you can summon this, go battle phase, use this to switch it out with Big Benkei. Oh my god. This can attack in defense, right? No, it can't. Oh, you would do this after you attack, or like end of battle phase then. Yeah, he can't attack. He can't attack with his defense. That's pretty bad for Super Heavy Samurai. That's not too great. Okay. The different synchro monster. Oh, the last one. Level 12. This card is soluble choose as a Super Heavy Samurai. This card can attack while in face-up defense. If a Super Heavy Samurai you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy a Super Heavy Samurai monster you control instead. Huh. Once per turn, if your opponent activates a spell or trap, draw until you have 3 cards in your hand. What? 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 That is I don't know about that one. This I don't know about that one. I mean, it's a large monster, but I don't know. If you're really out of resources, then maybe. But by that point, shouldn't you already be dead? Because you're playing against something that's actually good? I don't know about this one. That one didn't seem too great. Other than it's a large body. And you can change which card is destroyed, I guess. Other than that, some pretty good cards, especially this one, and this Pendulum Synchro Monster. Those are pretty good. And this one, Free Search, they just get a lot more searches. And this one is just one card combo, I assume. Well, that's the sound of it anyway. As long as it doesn't get interrupted. Okay. Well, might have to look into Super Heavy Samurai at some point. At some point. I know I have like a few cards, but they're very bad. Anyway, where were we? Ah, yes. Also, Stellar Knights will get support. They're just giving support to Arc 5 decks now. I don't know if Stellar Knight is just Arc 5, but I remember it being in Arc 5.
Who are you?
Yeah, you know me.
That bear-like build. Wait, I remember you. Oswald V. Van Stein.
That's me. Surprised you remember my name.
Flesh.
Since you didn't bother investigating.
You're presumed dead in a botched escape attempt from Frigid Isle.
And here I am.
Seek Harvey. Do you know where he is? You met with him in secret before my family burned. None other than the late husband of Lady Clarissa attested as much. But you refused to hear him, and had him killed instead. In exchange for Harvey's coin.
System's corrupt.
My. You scholars certainly are a shrewd lot.
What's that supposed to mean?
I confess, I aided and abetted Harvey. Facts are malleable things, you see. The powerful can bend them to their will.
Uh-huh.
Provided they have enough coin, that is.
No amount of coin can save your head. I'm going to kill you.
I'm rather fond of coin. It can't be bent the same way, see?
I don't care of your way of life. This is personal.
Hell,
Let's get to
I'd
stabbing.
do anything for it. It has given me all you see before you.
And how about you lose it all right here, right now?
Quit stalling. Where is he?
Wish I knew. Doesn't matter, though. I can't let you go.
That's cute.
You know too much now, and that's not good for me.
Well, I never meant for you to leave here alive anyway.
Oswald V. Van Stein, the tragic scholar. Let's see how malleable those bones of yours are.
What a waste of time.
Uses his guards as What? I can't even hit him? Okay.
Axe attack.
Prepare yourself.
You do have an axe. Do you have an axe skill? Unleash an axe attack on all foes.
Allow me.
Now then,
you are going to spend some time figuring this dude out.
let me look at you.
Win!
my turn
Hey! Alright, okay, alright, okay.
Who wins a favor for that?
Now it begins.
We're going to smack him.
How's this?
It's my
Actually, give him some mana.
lion dance.
You're a true friend.
Uh-huh. Yeah, simply kill. I'm gonna go with kill.
Fire. Burn.
Oh, the weakness is fire.
What to do?
Are they dying? Yes, they are. In that case, we can go with cleave.
Axe attack.
Oh, they lived. What? Special orders? Ow! Whoa!
Axe attack.
Now it begins.
Okay, that's just not gonna work.
Here.
Thank you.
Now, time to shine. You won't want to miss this. Together now.
Kick.
Forgive me. Sorry.
Now then.
Figure this guy out.
Let me look at you.
17,000 health. Okay, alright.
Let me look
More
at you.
weaknesses, please.
My
Dark.
turn.
Okay, okay. Yeah, sword.
Now then.
I would like for you to also
I should
check
write
him
this down.
out. Spear.
What to do?
And you will use the elemental bomb bar. Wait a minute, it won't be enough. Okay, that's an issue. Oh boy. Healing grape on
Use
Agnia.
this to great effect. Here I
That's
go.
fine. Okay. Now you may use your bomb bottle.
You're an open book to me. I'm terribly sorry.
My turn.
Well, we have a turn after this, so I suppose you could boost yourself. To, yeah, boost yourself. Give yourself some, critical rate. I don't know, that's... I mean, yeah, let's do
try
that,
to
actually.
run.
That gives everyone
It's
a
my
buff.
turn now.
Yeah, can you buff yourself? Yes. Good.
Peacock strut.
You need mana.
I owe you one.
Very
Thinking
good, and then you'll use advanced magics for yourself.
Calculations complete.
Prepare yourself. I'll end this. My blood boils.
Sword attack on a single foe. Highly powerful sword attack on a single foe. Yeah, we'll just...
10 lectures on.
Ooh, juicy damage.
I've no time for games. In
Latent
pursuit of
power.
knowledge.
We're going to deal ice damage.
Rise, fierce ruler.
His weakness
my
was
turn
not
now.
ice.
Yeah.
You will actually give elemental attack here
Peacock
more
strut.
mana.
The tide is turning.
Well now.
I'm very happy that I got that the summon on Agnia to give mana. That is very convenient. Not only do they get buffed, but yeah, we'll take the
Don't
bomb
say
bottle
I didn't
bomb
warn
bottle
you.
back. There we go.
Ow.
Agnia!
Agnia, no! Heal her. Healing touch. Yeah,
This will
heal
make
her.
it
I owe
Alright.
you one.
Oh, you don't heal
Need a
that much, huh?
plan.
Maybe you need to be higher level. Whatever. You will check him his
Let me look
final
at you.
weakness.
Here I
Lightning.
come.
Okay, we have it. We got it.
It's my turn now.
You don't have any of those things, so you're simply going to summon. Actually, you have a bow
It's
attack.
showtime.
What to do?
Blinded.
What to do.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Oh wait, your bomb bottle is not ready. Ah, it's not ready. It's not ready. Okay, put the critical scope on the man.
Yes?
Now it begins.
Guaranteed criticals. Spear, twofold
How's
thrust.
this?
It's my turn now.
You have dark. You have, like... No, you don't. Well, kick him.
Forgive me.
Let's go! He's broken! Alright. You will... Oh, you already have one. That's... Okay, okay. Wait, I didn't check. How much health did he have?
Let me look at you.
9,000 left. Okay, okay,
It's
okay.
my turn now.
That's very doable.
I can do whatever I set my mind to.
That is very doable. We're gonna kick.
Forgive me.
So now he has 75. Demon merchant fled from battle. That's fine. Lightning.
Roar, thunder.
Oh, that, I thought that would be more. You have... Oh! Oh, that would have been better, huh? Something tells me he's going to summon a bunch of boys. Like, very soon. So...
Know the depth of my
preemptively do this.
Well now.
And you can... Is your bomb bottle back? Yes, it is! Very good. You're going to give everyone baskets.
Use this
Back
to
on my
great
feet.
effect.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew he would do it! I called it! I'm so good at this game. We will fire.
Fire. Burn.
My turn.
You will catapult
I've
axe.
made my choice.
My turn.
You will axe. Regular attack axe. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. You're going to buff him.
Lion dance.
Many thanks.
Here I go.
You're gonna... Okay, rebuild
Say
this.
I didn't warn you.
My turn. I fight for my friends. I'm sorry.
Now then.
That was not enough to kill them? What?
Don't want to miss this.
Okay, kick him. Wait,
Together now.
kick him.
Forgive me. I did it.
No one answered the
Thinking
call.
time.
That's funny. You will give yourself advanced magic.
Calculations complete.
What to do?
Has
what
your
to
thing
do.
rebuilt? No, that's a turn left.
These hands.
Bomb bottle.
You're an open book to me. I'm terribly sorry.
Thank you, Kesty.
Very good, very good. You will... Dancer skill. Boost. Oswald.
Peacock strut.
Thank you.
Now it begins.
Hit him. Wait, with the sword. That's your best weapon.
It's over.
I need a plan.
Big stab. No. I want Ulbrich to have this because he's his quest. Also, I like him. How much health do you have?
Let me look at you.
2,000. Okay.
Now then.
Maybe I should have stabbed a little more.
The winds of favor bless.
Okay, that's
Now then.
2,000 now.
I've no time for
Hopefully,
games.
that is enough to kill now.
Roar, thunder.
How weak.
Let's go!
Study harder.
Oh my god, that's a lot of experience. Axe of Avarice.
Please, have mercy.
No, you helped kill my
Spare
family.
me my life.
No.
It is not your life I want. It's Harvey's.
Ooh!
I swear I don't know.
Ooh, be afraid, little man.
I'm telling you the truth. Please believe me.
Oh yeah, where did he last go?
Spare me your sniveling. You're sure he told you nothing?
Oh, he mad.
Oh, yes, that's right. I've just remembered something. The research he stole from you.
It's been sent to Montwise. On Harvey's orders.
Montwise. Has he taken it to the library there?
My precious coin!
Ah, but he's a careful man.
Yeah, your money's
He won't have
useless
left
now.
an obvious trail. Did he know I would come for him?
Probably.
Montwise. A town on the eastern continent. The city where Harvey and I met. Harvey wanted Stenvar to tell me where he'd gone. That's why he let Stenvar live.
Really?
He knew I would escape, that I would follow him.
You sure about that?
You want me to follow you, don't you, Harvey? If so, I'll play along. I'll fall right into your trap.
And then break it apart.
Oswald.
Oswald. Yeah, that's me. That's my name. Hey, what's up? The guard is poor now.
You're going after him, aren't you?
Yeah.
I've done what I came here to do. You must not be seen with me. I remain a wanted man.
But I am your loyal assistant.
You'll be guilty by association, you know that, right? That's how
My
law works.
husband
Not that
knew
there's
he
much of
was
that
in
here.
danger. Before he died, he made me swear an oath. Bear no resentment against anyone, no matter what happens to me.
Ooh, that's
Live
a
your
big
life
promise.
for you.
That's a big promise.
I wish
I don't
to
know.
honor his memory.
I don't know if I could do that.
To forgive all transgressions against me. To devote what time I have left to study.
Yeah, you can do that. You can have the
How
stuff.
peculiar.
You can use my stuff. That's fine.
Does an oath to the dead hold any meaning?
No, I must confess. This is...
Wait, aren't I doing the
This is
same?
simply a show of my love.
But not really. It's mostly to myself.
Oswald, please.
No.
Your family rests in the ground. Will you not visit them?
Maybe.
I forgot what love was a long time ago.
Man, he's so edgy.
I must find Harvey. That is everything.
He's so angry and sad all the time.
Oswald.
I love him. Oswald puts the town he once called home behind him. He can't bear to visit the graves of his wife and daughter. Not yet. How can he face them when he's done nothing to avenge them? The fire within him burns yet. This he swears. He shall not return until it's all over. Until the fire within has burnt out. Oswald the Scholar, Chapter 3. End. Travel banter. Why did it go to the fast forward? I wanted to not fast forward. Stupid. Oh, whatever. Your journey is one of revenge, is it not? My mother often told me the road of resentment is one shrouded in darkness. It's dangerous to go on carrying all that vengeance in your breast. Why not take a moment to reflect on your purpose? Shrouded in darkness, you say. My wife once said something similar. Is that so? But no matter how dark the path, it is the one I must walk. More travel banter. Say, Oswald, do you think you could lend the rest of us your ear a bit more often? Drawn out conversations are a waste of time. But you like to discuss, you like discussions and debates, don't you? How are those different? Exchanging opinions and approaches in pursuit of solutions is the foundation of a debate. Drawn out conversations have no direction and produce only idle babble. Haven't you ever had a brilliant idea during an idle conversation? If I have, it was pure coincidence. A researcher cannot rely on such intangibles when attempting to solve a problem. Well, we sure have been talking for a while now. But I take it this hasn't changed your mind? Correct. It has been a perfect waste of time. At least he's honest about it. All right. Oh, the money! Oh yeah, the axe as well. What axe did I get? It raises defense as well as a lot of attack. Well, yeah, we're gonna give that to you. Well, I assume I already taken everything from. Yes, I have. Save, and that's basically all the time we have. But before we do, I would like to check shop. You have weapons? Sailor bow. Mage wand. That's an improvement. That's a huge improvement, actually. Less evasion, but that's whatever. That's a pretty good staff. I think I will take it. Equip, yes. I'm not gonna buy one for Angia, because she's not really meant for attacking all that much. She's mainly the one who keeps the party going. Oh, that's some nice armor. That is some nice armor. But I think I'll save money for now. Critical ring. Nah. Jesus Christ, Hikari has 207 critical. Dude is built different. Okay, anyway. Oh wait, doesn't that mean you can have his old stuff? I guess you're using that shield. Well, alright. I did some pointless things at the start. I got some lore. I wasted some money for nothing. And then we did a pretty good quest. And got a lot of money from that. You'd have something for the 5 minutes? Sure. Bring it. So have you watched any Tekken 8 stuff? The only thing I know of Tekken is the funny main character that is in Smash Bros. He's so funny that I don't remember the name of him. Kazuya. Or Kazuha or something like that. Something along those lines. But that guy. That's all I know. Wanna watch some trailers? Sure. Ah, very bright, thank you.
Get ready for the next battle. Section 8. New challenger. Jin Kazama.
待たせたようだ。
They look oddly related. Are they? Father son. Oh, he has a son! Good for him. Well, not really. Is it like some weird lore? His son wants to kill him? Oh, like, oh, so the cycle repeats itself. Because that's what Kazuya did. He wanted to kill his father too. You have like a dark angel wing, which is not like your father. He has demon wings. Hot-blooded destroyer.
New challenger.
Something tells me he's American. Very, very American. His gimmick is just big punch. I like big punch. Very meaty punches. Very big punches.
I'll show you. Strongest in the universe.
He flexed so hard he ripped his shirt. And then it's permanently changed for the rest of the match. That's a nice attention to detail.
Get ready for the next battle.
Lion of the Rebellion.
Section 8. New challenger. Lars Alexandersson.
Lars Alexandersson. He speaks Japanese, but he has not a very Japanese name. That, okay. Is he supposed to be a northerner? But they just speak Japanese because it's a Japanese game. He's really quick on his feet. Whoa! My man is zooming. Okay. Alright.
Get ready for the next battle.
Anger of the Beast.
Section 8.
I've seen you before. You grab. I think. Oh yeah. Brutal. just what mask is it? Is it a leopard? Or is that the English name for it? Just cat noises. Very brutal. Super time. I thought he was going to do Heavenly Potemkin Buster. But no. Alright, okay. It looks pretty cool. That looked pretty cool. Don't know if I'm looking to try it though. Right now I have my hands full with other fighting games and eventually plan to start Street Fighter when that runs around. Well. No. We don't need that. Yeah. Well. All for today. So. Unfortunately, Street Fighter is kind of easy to learn, at least 5. I mean, I'm looking at Street Fighter 6. I don't know how easy that will be learned, but we'll get there when we get there. Same time tomorrow. There will be a fighting game, starting with Exard, and proceed with Skullgirls later in the stream. And maybe I want to try some of the. I want to see the buttons, like what the characters can do, especially Big Band. But anyway, that's the plan. Yeah. So now, I wish you a very good day. And I'll see you another time. Bye-bye.